retirement. It's supposed to be your golden years, a time to relax, travel, and enjoy life. But for many, it's a nightmare. Running out of money in retirement is one of the biggest fears people face. And here's the truth. Most of us aren't saving enough. But what if I told you that you can turn things around starting today using the same strategies wealthy investors like Warren Buffett swear by? Stick with me. This might be the most important video you watch this year. As retirement approaches, many people grapple with the unsettling reality of insufficient savings. Recent surveys reveal that nearly 2/3 of Americans, 63%, worry more about running out of money in retirement than a terrorist attack. A recent survey says that 51% of non-retired individuals are concerned or very concerned about outliving their savings during retirement. This anxiety is particularly pronounced among 55-year-olds who have median retirement savings of less than $50,000, significantly below the recommended 8 times their annual income. Compounding these fears, 67% of individuals in this age group worry about depleting their savings prematurely. The rising cost of living has forced 1/3 of 55-year-olds and 43% of 65-year-olds to postpone retirement plans. Moreover, nearly 51% of Americans express concern about running out of money when they are no longer earning a paycheck, highlighting a widespread and growing problem. These statistics underscore the pressing need for effective retirement planning to alleviate financial uncertainties in one's golden years. However, it's important to note that building wealth later in life is achievable with the right strategies. In this video, we'll explore 10 secrets to rapidly catch up on retirement savings, even if you're close to retiring. Welcome to Remy Birich, the place for fun, simple, and practical lessons that will enable you to take control of your finances and achieve financial freedom. Founded by an entrepreneur who has witnessed the tumultuous highs and lows of the business world, it brings not only first-hand experience, but also a passion for teaching and educating others in personal finance. With a deep understanding and unusual insight into how to increase income, manage debt, earn passive income, invest smartly, and grasp the fundamentals of money management. Today in this video, you will discover the truth about retirement systems and how you can take control of your financial life to ensure you comfortably retire without the fear of outliving your savings. Are you ready? Let's go. Number 1. Yes, you still have hope. First, let's get this straight. Retirement is not a deadline. It's a destination. And just like any journey, you can start from wherever you are. Yes, retirement preparedness is a pressing concern, especially for individuals in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. And if, as you are reaching your 50s, a shiver of fear is running down your spine because you haven't saved enough for retirement yet, don't panic. The game is not over. Though you can't expect to match someone who started planning in their 30s, your cause is far from lost. While folks in their 30s and 40s have the advantage of time, allowing them to leverage the power of compounding to grow their savings, individuals in their 50s and 60s face a more urgent situation as their window for compounding is narrower. But then people have turned their financial situations around in just a few years, so you too can. There are numerous real cases of individuals who have built substantial wealth later in life, demonstrating that it's never too late to improve one's financial situation. The famous Warren Buffett was reported to have started accumulating 99.7% of his wealth after the age of 52, showcasing the potential for significant financial growth later in life. According to a story in Money Morning titled 5 Self-Made Millionaires Who Earned Their Fortunes After Age 50, published April 8, 2015, the famed chef and television personality Julia Child didn't publish her first cookbook until she was nearly 50, leading to a successful career and financial prosperity thereafter, and Ray Kroc transformed McDonald's into a global franchise in his 50s. The Retirement Manifesto, a financial independence and retirement planning blog, in its story titled It's Never Too Late to Start Saving for Retirement, posted March 7, 2017, recounted how a couple, Betty and Gordon, began saving for retirement at age 49 with no prior savings. Remarkably, they managed to retire just 14 years later, illustrating that disciplined saving and investing can yield significant results even when starting late. These stories underscore that with determination, strategic planning, and leverage, it's possible to build wealth and secure a comfortable retirement, regardless of age. But hope alone won't get you there. Not just blind hope. You need real, practical, actionable hope. You need a plan. That brings us to the next step. Number 2, know your retirement number. Establishing clear financial objectives is crucial for ensuring a comfortable retirement. Think of it like this. If you were planning a road trip, wouldn't you first check the distance and how much fuel you need? Retirement is no different. You need to know your exact number. Not a rough guess. Not what your neighbor thinks. Your number. How much will you need every month? How long do you expect to live? What lifestyle do you want? Because once you know the number, you can build a strategy to get there. Visualize the kind of life you want in retirement. Decide whether you'll stay in your current home, downsize, or relocate. Estimate daily living expenses, including groceries, utilities, and transportation. Factor in healthcare costs from insurance premiums to medications and medical procedures. Estimate future healthcare costs, including Medicare, supplemental insurance, and long-term care. Consider the cost of leisure activities like travel and hobbies. Next, calculate your financial needs. A common rule of thumb is to aim for 70% to 90% of your pre-retirement income to maintain your lifestyle. If you earn $60,000 annually, you'll likely need between $42,000 and $54,000 per year in retirement. Multiply your desired annual income by the number of years you expect to be retired to get a clear savings target. Then assess your current financial situation. Periodically check and regularly review your retirement plan to ensure you're on track and make adjustments as needed. This will give you a clear picture of where you stand, and in most cases, reveal a gap you'll need to close as wide. Regularly review and adjust your retirement plan. By taking these steps, you can set clear goals and build a realistic plan for financially secure retirement. And that journey begins with the next move. Number 3, take control of your financial future. Relying solely on a 401k and Social Security in the US or pension programs like CPP in Canada, superannuation in Australia, and state or workplace pensions in the UK can be risky. These retirement plans often invest heavily in stock markets, which are inherently volatile. Basing your retirement solely on the hope that the market will perform well during your retirement years is risky. Hope is not a financial strategy, not just blind hope. Hello. Hope is not a strategy. You need real, practical, actionable hope. The best approach is to take proactive control of your financial future. Most retirement plans like 401k are heavily tied to the stock market. While many believe the market always trends upward, the reality is it moves in 3 directions: up, down, or sideways. Assuming it will only rise is unrealistic. If a major downturn hits just before you retire, your savings could take a serious hit. Counting on the market to be in your favor exactly when you need your funds is a risky bet. Retirement accounts often come with annual contribution limits. For example, according to Investopedia's article, 401k contribution limits for 2024 versus 2025 by Adam Hayes, updated on November 7, 2024, the 401k contribution limit for 2025 is $23,500. While these caps promote saving, they may not be enough to build the retirement nest egg you envision, especially if you start saving later in life. Vanguard's 2023 How America Saves report reveals that the average 401k balance for individuals aged 45 to 54 is $168,646, while the median balance is just $60,763. Using the 4% withdrawal rule, this median balance would provide only about $2,430 per year, or roughly $202.50 per month. Far from enough to sustain a comfortable lifestyle, particularly when factoring in inflation. While those in their 30s and 40s still have time to benefit from compounding, individuals in their 50s and 60s face a far more urgent challenge. Beyond contribution limits, your traditional retirement plans come with several other risks. Most retirement plans come with administrative and management fees that gradually erode your savings. Even small fees, when compounded over time, can significantly reduce your retirement funds. Employer-sponsored plans also offer limited investment options, restricting your ability to diversify and maximize growth. Additionally, inflation steadily weakens purchasing power. If your returns don't outpace it, your savings may fall short of sustaining your desired lifestyle. On top of this, government policies on retirement benefits can change, creating uncertainty and potentially impacting the funds you receive. Given these challenges, relying solely on traditional retirement plans can be risky. Taking an active role in your financial future can provide greater freedom and peace of mind as you approach retirement. So today, take control because the next move requires it. Number 4. Jump on leverage. Now, here's something most people don't realize. Wealth is built with leverage. If used correctly, leverage can fast-track your financial growth in ways saving alone never could. Time is a precious asset, especially for those in their 50s. At this stage, moving too slowly financially can be costly. There's simply less time to recover from setbacks or wait for slow-growing investments that you have no control over. So, making smart, strategic decisions now is critical to securing the retirement you want. Since time isn't on your side, you need a vehicle that speeds up your progress. Leverage. Your 401k offers little to no leverage primarily because you have little to no control over it, and it comes at the steep price of time. Yes, traditional retirement plans can help you save for the future, but how long will it take? You need a strategy that fast-tracks your journey and gets you to your financial destination faster. So, what is leverage? Simply put, leverage allows you to achieve more with less. It's the key to multiplying your results instead of relying solely on your own money. Most retirement accounts lack leverage. A dollar in your 401k has a 1-to-1 ratio. You put in all the money yourself. Banks won't fund a retirement plan because they know your financial planner is likely investing in assets where there is no control and so leverage can't be applied. To accelerate your path to retirement, learn to use business leverage, stock leverage, and real estate leverage. These instruments allow you to have control and you can maximize your resources, generate higher returns, and take charge of your financial future without waiting decades for slow-growing investments to pay off. Leverage allows you to achieve more with less by using other people's money, their time, skills, or resources to grow your wealth faster. It helps you amplify your results and move toward financial freedom more efficiently. By strategically using leverage, whether it is other people's time and money in business, or in financial instruments like stocks options, or in real estate investments using the RRR method, by rehab, rent, refinance, repeat, you can generate cash flow, accelerate financial growth, and reach your goals much faster than traditional savings alone. But hold on a second. I know this video covers 10 secrets to rapidly catch up on retirement savings, even if you're close to retiring, but I like to add a bonus tip for you as we prepare to dive into the real meaty and juicy parts. Bonus tip: get a financial advisor who practices what they preach. Would you take fitness advice from someone who's out of shape? Then why take financial advice from someone who's not a student or practitioner of what he says? Get a financial advisor who is a practitioner and student of what they preach. When planning for a secure retirement or even financial freedom, one of the best decisions you can make is to work with a financial advisor who truly understands wealth building, not just in theory but in practice. Many so-called experts offer advice they don't follow themselves, leaving you with generic strategies that may not align with real-world success. Instead, look for an advisor who, one, has a proven track record. Do they invest and grow wealth the same way they advise their clients? Ask about their own personal financial goals, strategies, and portfolios. 2, understands wealth creation. Beyond budgeting and saving, they should guide you on cash flow generation, tax-efficient investing, and smart asset allocation. 3, focuses on exit strategy. A great advisor doesn't just help you achieve financial freedom. They help you build wealth, protect it, and pass it on. 4, keeps up with economic changes, financial landscape shift. Your advisor should stay ahead of trends in assets, inflation, healthcare costs, and investment opportunities. How to find the right financial advisor? A, check beyond their credentials. Look beyond certifications like CFP, Certified Financial Planner, or CFA, Chartered Financial Analyst. B, ask for testimonials. What do their long-term clients say about them? C, understand their fee structure. Are they commission-based, potential conflicts of interest, or fee-only, paid solely for advising you? Do you see if they walk the talk? If they're not personally building wealth, they may not be the right fit for your financial goals. A great financial advisor is an asset, not an expense. They help you grow and protect your wealth while ensuring a financially stress-free retirement. Don't settle for anything less than an advisor who practices what they preach. With the right guidance, your financial future can transform faster than you expect. Choose your teacher wisely. Struggling financially while others move ahead? Many feel stuck, working hard but never truly progressing. Blaming the economy or low-paying jobs is understandable and easy, but real change starts with the right knowledge and guidance. Surrounding yourself with people or mentors who aren't growing won't help you move forward. It doesn't mean you don't love them. At Remy Birich, we provide practical financial education to help you. 1. Increase income and grow wealth. 2. Manage debt and reduce stress. 3. Earn passive income effortlessly. 3. Invest wisely for financial freedom. A few minutes a day can change your financial future. Join the Remy Birich community today. Remy Birich, where people get simple, practical, and fun financial education to take control and achieve financial freedom. Number 5, get medical insurance and a healthcare fund. One of the biggest yet often overlooked threats to your retirement isn't inflation. It's the cost of medical care. A single unexpected health crisis, whether it's a major surgery, long-term illness, or emergency hospitalization, can drain your savings faster than any market downturn. Without proper coverage, even years of disciplined financial planning can be undone by overwhelming medical bills, forcing you to deplete your retirement funds or worse, go into debt just to cover healthcare costs. But here's the good news. You can protect yourself. Medical insurance isn't just another expense. It's a financial shield that safeguards you on your journey to financial security. With the right coverage, you ensure that medical costs are covered, allowing you to focus on your long-term goals instead of worrying about unexpected expenses. So, while you're working to bridge any gaps in your retirement fund, protecting your health must remain a top priority. Good healthcare coverage helps you stay healthy, active, and financially secure in your later years. Here's how to prepare effectively. Step 1. Estimate your future medical costs. Understanding potential medical costs will help you assess your financial needs. According to Fidelity, a 65-year-old retiree may require about $165,000 in after-tax savings to cover healthcare costs throughout retirement. Your health status, family medical history, and lifestyle choices significantly impact your future medical costs, so personalizing your plan is essential. Step 2. Maximize your health savings accounts, HSA. If you're still working and enrolled in a high-deductible health plan, HDHP, a health savings account, HSA, can be a powerful tool for managing healthcare expenses. Triple tax advantage. As noted in Investopedia, HSAs offer tax-deductible contributions, tax-free growth, and tax-free withdrawals for qualified medical expenses. Long-term benefits. HSA funds can be used to pay for Medicare premiums and long-term care insurance, providing financial relief when you need it most. Step 3. Understand Medicare and supplemental insurance. While Medicare provides essential coverage, it doesn't cover everything. A healthy 65-year-old couple retiring in 2023 may spend nearly 70% of their lifetime Social Security benefits on healthcare, according to Merrill. To cover additional services like dental, vision, and hearing care, consider Medigap or Medicare Advantage plans. Step 4. Plan for long-term care. One of the biggest financial risks in retirement is the cost of long-term care, LTC, including nursing home stays, assisted living, and in-home care. All these are not typically covered by Medicare, making it one of the most significant retirement expenses. Medicare doesn't cover LTC. Many retirees assume Medicare covers long-term care, but it does not, making LTC insurance a crucial consideration. Assess your needs. Determine whether you may require long-term care based on family history and health risks. Explore insurance options. Consider long-term care insurance policies to help cover these potential costs and protect your savings. Step 5. Set aside funds for unexpected medical costs. Even with insurance, unexpected medical expenses can arise. Create a dedicated healthcare fund to cover unforeseen costs without depleting your primary retirement savings. Include healthcare costs into your retirement budget so you're financially prepared for any situation. While healthcare is a major piece of the retirement puzzle, it's not the only financial factor to consider. A truly secure retirement isn't just about covering medical costs. It's about growing your income and ensuring long-term financial stability. Once your health is protected, the next step is to focus on increasing your income and expanding your wealth so you can enjoy a fulfilling and financially stress-free retirement. Now, let's talk about how to make that happen. Number 6. Get financial education. If you had to choose between receiving $1 million and knowing how to make $1 million, which would you take? I know some people will choose $1 million over knowing how to make $1 million. But what's the smart choice? The knowledge. Why? Because money can disappear. When you truly understand how money works, how to earn it, grow it, and sustain it, you'll never be broke again. The money myth. More money equals fewer problems. Many people believe that if they just had more money, all their problems would disappear. That's a lie. The truth is, having lots of money without financial knowledge often creates even bigger problems. Hard work alone doesn't solve money problems. Neither does simply having a job or a formal education. The world is filled with hardworking, highly educated professionals who struggle financially. This isn't to undermine the value of honest work. Workers are the backbone of businesses and organizations. Without them, the economy would collapse. But the real key to financial success? Financial education. The difference between struggling and thriving. Your financial situation isn't determined by how hard you work or how many degrees you have. It's determined by your financial IQ. The difference between those who struggle and those who thrive financially comes down to knowledge. Understanding the principles of money, wealth building, and financial freedom. And that brings us to the foundation of true financial success. It's what I called the 4 pillars of financial education, your blueprint for wealth. These 4 powers stem from the foundation of financial literacy and drive wealth creation. Master them, and you'll never have to worry about money again. Number 7. Make more money. Increasing your income isn't just about earning more. It's about understanding the different types of income and how they function. The main income sources include salaries or wages from a job, business income from entrepreneurship or profit from a business venture, passive income from investments, cash flow from stocks and bonds, and royalties from intellectual property. Recognizing how these streams work is crucial as it helps you understand their limitations, advantages, and which ones provide leverage for your financial growth. 1. Earned income, salary/wages. This is the most common source of income. Money earned from a job through wages or a salary. However, it requires active effort. If you stop working, the income stops. There's no leverage because your earnings are directly tied to your time and labor. 2. Business income/profit, entrepreneurship/business venture. Business income and profit comes from running a business, offering services, or selling goods. Unlike a salary, it has the potential for scalability. Profits can increase as you grow, systemize, and expand. There are many highly educated and skilled but financially struggling professionals, for example, accountants, lawyers, teachers, and professors, but you'll rarely find a broke, successful entrepreneur. Why? Because success in entrepreneurship is measured by wealth, and its potential for financial growth is limitless. 3. Investment income, passive income. This includes earnings from real estate, stocks, bonds, and other investments. The key strategy is to generate consistent cash flow while also benefiting from capital appreciation. Unlike traders and flippers who rely on market speculation, investors build wealth through controlled, long-term strategies. These methods offer leverage, control, and the potential for sustained financial growth. 4. Portfolio income, stocks and dividends. This is income earned from stock market investments, dividends, and capital gains. While compounding can create wealth over time, one major drawback is the lack of control. You cannot dictate stock prices or guarantee returns. One major meltdown can wipe off all your gains and your portfolios suddenly become worthless because the capital market don't always goes up. It's 3 sides: up, down, and sideways. Because of this, using leverage in stock investments is risky and often uncertain. 5. Royalty income, intellectual property. This is money earned from copyrights, patents, books, music, and other creative works. The advantage? You create something once and get paid repeatedly over time. This income stream provides long-term earning potential with minimal ongoing effort. Understanding the different income sources expands your financial perspective, allowing you to recognize that there's more than one way to make money. Identify where leverage exists. For instance, salaries and wages have little to no leverage compared to investments and businesses. Focus on high-potential income streams that lead to long-term wealth. The key takeaway is that building wealth isn't just about working harder. It's about knowing where money flows, how to leverage it, and how to make it work for you. The more control and scalability your income sources have, the greater your financial growth potential. Number 8. Safeguard your money. Many people, both legally and illegally, want a share of your money. And one of the biggest legal predators is taxes. Now, paying taxes is essential for a functional society, just that the system is designed to take as much as possible. The wealthy understand this and use smart strategies to protect their income through tax efficiency, insurance, and legal structures. Ironically, those who earn less, employees and self-employed professionals, often pay the most in taxes. So, the takeaway here is, if you don't safeguard your wealth, someone else will take it. The hidden predators of your wealth. When we think of threats to our money, we often picture thieves, fraudsters, or armed bandits. However, the biggest predators of your wealth don't always come in obvious forms. Instead, they often appear harmless, like gentle, cute bunnies. They are the people and organizations we trust, love, and respect, or institutions that seem to be on our side. The government's role in your finances. One of the primary functions of any government is to spend money. To do this, governments authorize their agents, public servants, to create and enforce various ways to collect revenue. These come in the form of taxes, levies, and other financial obligations. Taxes, as we know, are the single largest expense we bear. The job of the tax department and revenue-generating agencies is to extract as much money as possible from individuals and businesses to fund government expenditures. This is why we constantly deal with multiple layers of taxation, often finding ourselves paying more than we initially expected. Now, let's be clear. Paying taxes is important. Taxes fund essential infrastructure, public services, and the smooth functioning of the government. Every responsible and patriotic citizen should fulfill their tax obligations. Underreporting your taxes or attempting to evade them illegally can lead to severe consequences, including heavy fines, legal action, or jail time. The government does not take tax evasion lightly. However, tax authorities are relentless in their pursuit of revenue, protecting your wealth from legal exploitation. While paying taxes is necessary, the goal of government agencies is to dig even deeper into your pocket, legally. Your responsibility is to ensure they only take what is appropriate and as permitted by law. You must educate yourself on tax laws, deductions, and seek legal advice for strategies that can help you keep more of your hard-earned money while staying compliant with the system. Other financial predators. Government departments and agencies aren't the only entities after your money. There are other financial predators in different disguises. Bankers, investment firms, and mutual funds, entrusted with safeguarding your money, often legally enrich themselves through levies, hidden charges, and fees. Instead of merely protecting your wealth, they profit from it. Salespeople. There are salespeople across real estate, stocks, bonds, businesses, and insurance. Often they persuade you into investments, not because they believe in them, but to earn commissions. Their priority is selling, not your financial success. Businesses. Many businesses do their best to keep you poor. Many of them promote their credit cards, not to help you, but to earn kickbacks from banks while you incur fees and hidden charges. Betting companies operate similarly, using celebrities and influencers to lure you into spending more, all while they profit at your expense. Love predators. Money plays a significant role in any marriage, whether we like it or not. Some people, however, marry for financial gains, romantic partners exploiting emotions to secure wealth. The more money you have, the more they seem to love you. Surrendering 50% or more of your wealth in a divorce is far from wise. While discussing a prenuptial agreement before marrying your dream partner may feel uncomfortable, it is a smart financial decision. Additionally, protecting your assets through some legal corporations can serve as a safeguard if things don't go as planned. Lawyers. Financial predators often use the courts to take your money. Many people wait for any opportunity to file lawsuits, while some lawyers profit by dragging out legal battles. To protect yourself, avoid holding valuable assets like your home in your name. Instead, use personal liability insurance and place assets in secure legal entities, such as LLCs, S corporations, or LLPs. Avoid risky entities like sole proprietorships or general partnerships. Death predators. If you're wealthy or planning to be, it's crucial to plan for how to handle family members and friends who may show up after your death. At your funeral, even strangers may claim to be part of your inner circle. The financially intelligent move is to use wills, trusts, and other legal tools to protect your legacy from opportunistic death predators. Planning your exit ensures that your wealth and wishes are respected, preventing unwanted claims and securing your legacy for the right beneficiaries. Equip yourself with knowledge on taxation, financial management, investment strategies, and negotiation skills. The more financially literate you become, the better you can shield your wealth from those looking to take more than their fair share. To build and sustain wealth, you must learn how to protect your money from all these financial predators, both legally and illegally. Master financial protection. It's your responsibility. In the end, financial security isn't just about earning more. It's about knowing how to keep and grow what you earn. Number 9. Master money management. One of the plans of the rich is to expand their means rather than live below their means, and one of the strategies is mastering money management. You see money flows where you direct it. Without a plan, you'll lose control. A budget is more than just a spending plan. It's a strategic tool that, when mastered, can propel you toward financial success. The key is to use budgeting not as a means to survive, but as a mechanism to build wealth. Unfortunately, most people operate their budgets on a deficit rather than a surplus, keeping them stuck in the middle class or even in financial struggles. One of the most overlooked yet powerful tools in wealth building is the financial statement. It provides a clear picture of where your money is going and how it's working for you. A financial statement consists of 3 essential components. Income statement tracks income and expenses, resulting in either a surplus or deficit. Balance sheet shows assets and liabilities, which together determine net worth. Cash flow statement details the movement of money, whether from income, investments, or financing. When you break these statements down, you get 6 core numbers that shape your financial reality. Income, expenses, cash flow, assets, liabilities, net worth. Understanding these 6 numbers gives you control over your financial destiny. Income. The goal should be to shift from actively earned income such as salaries and wages to passive income streams like royalties, business, cash flow from options trading, dividends, and rental income from real estate investments. Expenses. Unlike the advice of some of your financial gurus, instead of merely cutting expenses, focus on increasing spending in areas that enhance your life quality and generate more income, such as better vacations for rejuvenation and networking, high-quality healthcare for longevity and productivity, and investments that increase earning potential. Assets and liabilities. True financial education involves learning how to use debt strategically to acquire income-generating assets. Contrary to common belief, well-managed debt can be a tool for wealth creation in ways that more assets equals greater cash flow. Strategic debt equals more investments. Increased cash flow equals higher net worth. Your aim should be to acquire more investments using other people's money strategically. More debt means more assets, leading to greater cash flow and ultimately more income. To build wealth, you must budget for surplus, not survival. This means treating savings and investments as necessary expenses. You must also make surplus a priority. Number 10. Use debt leverage to move faster. In step number 4, we mention the importance of using leverage. And just as previously stated, leverage is simply doing more with less. Leverage is everywhere. For instance, using a car to get to a destination instead of walking is a form of leverage. It helps you achieve more, faster with lesser effort, and at a lesser cost. Leverage has certain benefits, the major one being it allows you to use some measure of control. The major form of leverage most people are familiar with is debt leverage. Against what most of us know, debt isn't all bad. If it is going to make you richer, then it's good debt. This invariably tells us there is bad debt, and it makes you poorer. If there's one thing the rich know how to do well, it is using debt to move ahead financially faster. What do? The rich use debts to buy assets that generate income, while the average person uses debts to buy things that drain income. That's the difference. The wealthy don't rely solely on their own money. They use other people's money. While you save your money in the bank, entrepreneurs and investors borrow at an interest, invest in assets that generate cash flow and profit for them, while you get a meager interest that is even being eroded with inflation. Now, this is not an advice to go out there and be burdened by debt. Use debt as a tool, not a trap. The new rules of money. In the old rules of capitalism, money was simply money, a store of value. But in today's economy, it has transformed into currency, something that must keep moving to retain its worth. If it stops flowing, it loses value. Simply saving and hoarding currency is not a smart financial move. Instead, its true purpose is to acquire real assets, those that appreciate in value or generate cash flow. Why currency loses value over time? The decline in a currency's value is what drives inflation in real assets like real estate, gold, oil, silver, and housing. These assets don't necessarily become more valuable. Rather, the amount of currency required to acquire them increases. This means that keeping money idle is a losing strategy. Its purchasing power diminishes as more currency is needed to buy the same assets. The role of governments and debt in currency devaluation. Governments worldwide are continuously printing money, flooding the economy with more currency. Most government treasuries today are filled with their own IOUs, bonds, treasury bills, and similar instruments, which are essentially debt. The more money is printed, the less each unit is worth, leading to a cycle where prices rise, not because assets gain real value, but because the currency itself weakens. What this means for you: to stay ahead financially, you must understand these dynamics. Instead of merely saving money, learn how to use debt to invest in tangible, appreciating, and cash flow generating assets. Those who grasp this shift will build wealth, while those who cling to outdated money habits will find themselves falling behind. In today's financial world, the real game is knowing how to move ahead faster with debt. The final push. Now, let's bring it all together. Imagine this. It's 5 years from now. You're in control. Your finances are strong. Your future is secure. You didn't panic. You didn't give up. You learned. You took action. And because of that, you're now living the retirement you once thought was impossible. It all starts today, with one decision, one action. So, which step will you take right now? Your future self will thank you. If you got value from this video and found the tips educational and informative, check out this video where I share how getting rich in America is simpler than you think if you know these 8 rules. Click here to watch it now. See you in the next video. Number 10. Use debt leverage to move faster. In step number 4, we mention the importance of using leverage. And just as previously stated, leverage is simply doing more with less. Leverage is everywhere. For instance, using a car to get to a destination instead of walking is a form of leverage. It helps you achieve more, faster with lesser effort, and at a lesser cost. Leverage has certain benefits, the major one being it allows you to use some measure of control. The major form of leverage most people are familiar with is debt leverage. Against what most of us know, debt isn't all bad. If it is going to make you richer, then it's good debt. This invariably tells us there is bad debt, and it makes you poorer. If there's one thing the rich know how to do well, it is using debt to move ahead financially faster. What do? The rich use debts to buy assets that generate income, while the average person uses debts to buy things that drain income. That's the difference. The wealthy don't rely solely on their own money. They use other people's money. While you save your money in the bank, entrepreneurs and investors borrow at an interest. Invest in assets that generate cash flow and profit for them, while you get a meager interest that is even being eroded with inflation. Now, this is not an advice to go out there and be burdened by debt. Use debt as a tool, not a trap. The new rules of money. In the old rules of capitalism, money was simply money, a store of value. But in today's economy, it has transformed into currency, something that must keep moving to retain its worth. If it stops flowing, it loses value. Simply saving and hoarding currency is not a smart financial move. Instead, its true purpose is to acquire real assets, those that appreciate in value or generate cash flow. Why currency loses value over time. The decline in a currency's value is what drives inflation in real assets like real estate, gold, oil, silver, and housing. These assets don't necessarily become more valuable. Rather, the amount of currency required to acquire them increases. This means that keeping money idle is a losing strategy. Its purchasing power diminishes as more currency is needed to buy the same assets. The role of governments and debt in currency devaluation. Governments worldwide are continuously printing money, flooding the economy with more currency. Most government treasuries today are filled with their own IOUs, bonds, treasury bills, and similar instruments, which are essentially debt. The more money is printed, the less each unit is worth, leading to a cycle where prices rise, not because assets gain real value, but because the currency itself weakens. What this means for you. To stay ahead financially, you must understand these dynamics. Instead of merely saving money, learn how to use debt to invest in tangible, appreciating, and cash flow generating assets. Those who grasp this shift will build wealth, while those who cling to outdated money habits will find themselves falling behind. In today's financial world, the real game is knowing how to move ahead faster with debt.